What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another video today. Guys, if you have any questions for the next event and the next market watch, please type in hashtag Q4V, and I'll answer at the end of my next market watch. Oh yeah, since you're down there, everybody, hit the like button and subscribe button and the notification bell. See if that thing works. Man, today's gonna be a short video. I just have a couple of cards I want to go over. I actually have a lot to do today. I just finally got my Lost Arts promos from my store. Hold on one second. And they look pretty damn good, I gotta be honest with you. I think Konami should have timed these with the release of Bowser Legends, but for the most part, look at that. Hold on a second, let me just do one of these. Look at that. Lart promos. So the Lost Arts promo for this month is going to be Soul Drain. I think a lot of people that already are on Facebook know about that, and I really wish it was Skill Drain, because that's probably my favorite one out of all the Lost Arts promos. But Soul Drain is not too bad. I mean, if Konami really want to, they could unlock a couple of Soul Drains on the ban list, make it a little more spicy. Nevertheless, it's a good card. Look at the market, guys. We have Magical Musketeer Caspar, a card which has a market price of $20. This card was as low as like $6 on some websites, and now we're seeing it at $20 with the release of the new Link monster for Magical Musketeers coming out in Bowser Legends. And the price is matching, by the way. It's not hype price, not crazy. I believe the high price was probably around $30 a couple of days ago, but now it's stabilizing roughly around 20s, and that's a pretty moderate price point for Caspar. We're also seeing Magical Musketeer Starfire maintain an $11 price point, but realistically, it's almost at $14 for Caspar, and this is yet another card that a lot of people that are looking to pick up Magical Musketeers need to have, and Caspar and Starfire were the secrets of the Musketeer set, and the most hardest ones to get out of all of them, so it kind of makes sense that they both went in value. Moving forward, guys, we have Dragon Necro, Nether Soul Dragon, another card, a premium gold card that's always been value, and we're seeing here in the market about $12, but look at over here, it's actually almost about $15 for this card, and it's yet another card that is premium gold that has value. Premium gold normally is not known for its value, but being the fact that it's a solo print, it has value. You got Winged Dragon of Rod being around $14. BLS gold rate is still like $9. A Dragon Necro, Nether Soul, I showed you, is almost about $15. Dark Magician Girl, which I really don't like this one. It's about $7. Then you got other cards, like I said, guys. The gold rate doesn't have a lot of value, but what little value it does have, it's definitely, those cards are definitely worth something. Majority of the cards with gold red really don't cost that much. But looking at a premium gold first edition display, it's $322. Like, no one's paying that. Anyway, moving forward, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme has a $90 market price, and it's going lower in value. Look at the market of this card, unlimited versions are about $82, whereas first editions are about $85. Phantasme is dropping, and it's because of the dead season. We are in a very small dead season. This is a window in which a lot of you players are loading cards like Phantasmes. There are loading cards like Pot of Extravagance, another card that has a $65 market price, but we're seeing it hit about $59. And the first editions, well, they're barely holding on to 61s, way under the $65 market price. And these are just money cards you players are just getting rid of. And they're making room for whatever new set comes out, or whatever new meta shifts. And I think Yu-Gi-Oh players are pulling out. And I think this is kind of indicative of a dead season. It's not a big deal. Yu-Gi-Oh players still good cards to invest in. But the money cards that were good for competitive season, well, when there's nothing competitive going on besides the UDS in August, Yu-Gi-Oh players are just not wanting to play these kind of cards. They'd rather build something like Pendulum Magicians and just avoid all these money cards for the most part. There's other builds as well. You got Starring Venom Fusion Dragon, another card that has a $6.60 market price, but this is going up, oddly enough. It's about $7.45 in the market, and for first edition, it's about $9 for a card that has a $6.60 market price for the Secret Rare Invasion Vengeance Starting Venom Fusion Dragon. And I don't know, I actually don't have an answer for you for this one. This card was going down, and now it's kind of going right back up again. We also have Blacklisted Soldier, Super Soldier, another card that's really good for collectibles. This card had a boost about, I think, a year ago, and it has not went back down. The market price is going to be about $8, but I have not seen Blacklisted Soldier, Super Soldier, Ultimate Rare from Docs be up so high, to be honest. Be as low, I'm saying, in a long time. Lightly played first edition versions are running about $13 on the market. We also have Cursed Bamboo Sword, a solo print. Konami somehow did not just miss this one. Didn't reprint it in the OTS. Came on the new challenges, solo print, common, short printed. I believe so. Has about a $3 market price, and we're seeing it about $3 here in the market for Cursed Bamboo Sword. It's I think the last of all the bamboo sword type cards that has no extra printing. It's only the last short solo print version. If you're looking up to get spellbooks, you might want to consider about Spellbook of Judgment. Yeah, it's banned right now, and sure, Yu-Gi-Oh players are saying it could come off the ban list. You know, I mean, I've been saying it forever, but other Yu-Gi-Oh players finally are starting to get in the bandwagon of, yeah, this card could probably come off the ban list. Looking at Spellbook of Judgment, it has a $4 market price. Unlimited versions are about $6.50. Finding a first edition Spellbook of Judgment original print is about $10. $9 to $10 over on you for a first edition version of Spellbook of Judgment, and it's a card you kind of want to get 3 of, I guess. Realistically, you really should just get 1, because if it was to come off the balance, it would probably come out 1. Konami's doing this thing where they're taking really good cards, like we see it with Stratos, we see it with Construct currently right now. That's at 1, and I do believe these cards will be fully unlocked in the future. Just like Seal Poly, which came out at 1, and then the following ban list went to 2, and I think we can see that with a lot of these cards. And Spellbook of Judgment, if it was to come off the ban list right now, let's say in August, it'd probably come off at 1. Another Spellbook card I actually wanted to grab over here is Spellbook of the Master, Secret Rare. Has a $6 market price, and we're seeing unlimiteds about $7 for Spellbook of Master, and almost near $10 for the first edition version of this card. Now, this card is not a printing. It came out also super rare in the 2013 Cutlass tin, but it came out in 2013, and you know, it's a bit of ways away. So I really want to know what's going on with this card, if Konami's going to reprint this card, because looking at all this Spellbook stuff, a lot of stuff got reprinted. We got Blue Boy getting reprinted, we got High Priest of Prophecy getting reprinted, we got Spellbook of Secrets getting reprinted. No reprint for Master. Oh, by the way, Tower, tons of reprints. Master, nothing. Came on Cosmo Blazer originally as a Secret Rare, and 2013 Megatons. Master desperately needs a reprint, and until it gets it, we're going to see these prices jack up more and more and more. Looking at Brother of the Fire Fist stuff like Bear Ultimate Rare, it has a $12 market price. And we're looking at unlimited versions, which are already at $15. First edition versions, $19 for Brother of the Fire Fist Bear. A lot of hype between Fire Fists. I know a lot of you players are really excited about the new Fire Fist stuff that we may or may not get. Hopefully, possibly, superficially, it might be coming one day to the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. And they're not wrong. It might really be coming to the Yu-Gi-Oh meta. But will Bear be at this high price point when it comes down? I don't think so. I'm not too confident about that. Other cards like Brotherhood of Fire Fist Dragon, if you ever heard of that, that's another card from Fire Fist, has a $6 market price. But when we look over here, the first edition versions are running around $7 for this old school super rare. Once again, guys, it's Brotherhood of Fire Fist Dragon. If you have this in your dollar bind in your locals, it's $7. You might want to grab it. Then we get the Itemize, just going up higher in value, as always it does. The secret version that came out in Dragons and Legends has a $15 market price, but we're looking at unlimited versions at $30. First edition versions at $41. Now, someone asked me a while ago, I think it was in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Facebook group. By the way, if you're not part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Facebook group, join it. It's a great group. They post a lot of cards way earlier sometimes before me. And they're really sharp and they have a lot of great cards posted on there. But looking at, someone asked me what's the definition of like a buyout. But the buyout definition for the most part in the market has really changed. And I understand why they asked that question. It's actually a really good question. Some of my people might look at Itemize and go, this is a buyout. Itemize has a $15 market price and it's more than double on the market. And they're not wrong. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are using that terminology for things like that. Old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like me, when we said buyout, we weren't joking. If it was bought out, there may have been 2-3 listings at an obscure price point. But for the most part, there wasn't as many of these listings. But now I guess we would call this a buyout. I guess this is a new terminology used by, not much really myself anymore, but other Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, other Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creators are calling this a buyout. And it's really weird that dynamics of terminology changes in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is technically a buyout. I mean, the market price you're seeing right there, 15s. You're seeing over here hit double that. In fact, first edition's more than double that. So I guess we're going to say Itemize is a buyout. But old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like myself, we want to see this. Once again, everything has to be gone. Very few left in the market, and that is what it is. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so weird now how it changed. This is a buyout. I don't know, it's just weird to me. Something that really caught my... I was going to type it in, and I'm like, you know what, it's easier to say in a video. I just forgot. Also, we have Miracle Contact coming out of Bowser's Legends Luxury Revenge. This is a reprinted version, having a $4.50 market price. We're looking over here at $5 for this ultra rare from Bowser's Legends Luxury Revenge. Miracle Contact? You know, the card that has a secret version as well, in Return of Duelist, whose unlimited price is about $8, but some of the ultra rares catching about $5. And by the way, the price points of these cards, pretty near each other. It's 35 of the secret rare original prints. I think it was like 41 the other versions. If you want to let you play first edition's version, it's $9 for Miracle Contact. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. If you're gonna buy Miracle Contact, just spend $4 extra and buy the secret rare. I guess it's because of hype, because of new hero stuff coming out, and hero players are just grasping at anything that says hero on it, or can make heroes, on the text of the card. So that's a thing. But I don't know about this card. Someone asked me about deck cores, and I think every video I'm just throwing in deck cores in all my videos from now on. And today's deck core of the day is definitely going to be Yang Zings. Now you could bypass Yazi. It's obviously very expensive for the ultimate rare. Unlimited versions are about $12. It's under a $16 market price. But this card's coming down from a buyout, so buying this card right now is not advised. Looking at Light Plate First Edition is about $12.50 for Yazi Ultimate Rare from New Challengers. So I would not recommend you buy the Secret Ultimate Rare at the moment. You might want to consider Secret Rare, which is about $5. Under its $8 market price, that's okay. But looking at other Yang Zings, the most expensive Yang Zing cards, and besides Yazi, is Boxia. It's about $6, which is a little bit above its market price, but this is an ultimate rare card coming out of Duelist Alliance. $6 is only for the unlimited version of the ultimate rare. We got one first edition version at $6.65. Then it's about almost like $7 to $8 for Boxia Ultimate Rare. You don't need a full playset of each of these, by the way. Then you got other versions. You got another version of Yazi from the Megatins. This card's also about $5 as well. Then we just go down the list. We look at Den Long, another card in which is currently banned, and it's only like $3 for Den Long. So I would recommend getting this one. I would recommend getting the deck core of Yang Zings, because besides, like I said, it just gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Do not get the Megatin versions. I would always recommend getting those Alliance versions for the most part, the original print first edition versions. But looking at it, it's really dirt cheap. I mean, and Yu-Gi-Oh players are starting to notice this. We're starting to see some prices change, but for the most part, Chi wins $3.50. Jiaotu, this card's a house. The market price is about $2 on this card, and it's about, where is it? It's about $2 roughly, minus the 78-cent shipping, which is a win number. Yang Zing Path, another card, Secret Rare, come out, Duelist Alliance. This card's $1. I mean, the rest of the deck is just dirt cheap to buy. It's a very cheap deck core. You could probably go to a dollar buy and grab a majority of this deck. Once again, I highly recommend you go in and buy the Duelist Alliance versions. Do not go in and buy the Megatin versions. It's not bad. It's just Duelist Alliance will merit you more money if this was to get more support. And I do think that Yang Zings definitely need to get more support in the future. I mean, look at Shadows, they got support. Look at Yosendrus, they're getting support. Burning Abyss got support. Like, all these older decks got support. These, I don't even want to call them legacy decks that came out what, 3-4 years ago. And Yang Zings was amongst those decks. So it's kind of nonsensical to see all these decks around the Yang Zing era get support, and Yang Zings get nothing. It's kind of silly to me. And I do think that Yang Zings is going to get support in the near future. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really do think that, because they were around a time where Burning Abyss, Shadows, Necros, all these decks were around that were getting support. I mean, Necros technically not, but, because they did get a reprint, so maybe they'll get support in the future. But definitely Yang Zings. I think they definitely look towards getting support. Satellite Knights is another great deck core. I'm probably going to cover them all. We'll talk more about that. But, yeah, Yang Zings are really looking pretty good in the market prices. They're not that expensive. They're easy trade bait. Everyone probably has random Yang Zing stuff in their binders. You go to your locals, get out the dollar binders. It's pretty good to pick up Yang Zings right now. Like I said, it's a great deck core. Buy it, sleeve it, throw it in a deck box, and put it aside and forget about it up until time comes when the deck goes go up in value, and then get paid. Last thing I want to talk about is Atlantean Dragoons. Now, I don't know about how I feel about this card. Let me explain. Atlantean Dragoons Astral Pack 2 Ultimate Rare has an $80 market price, but we're seeing it over here at $77. So that's still a lot of money for Atlantean Dragoons Ultimate Rare from Astral Pack 2. You got the Structure Deck version, which is anywhere from $3 to $4. Market price showing to be about $4.50 with shipping over here. It's about $4 for super rare Atlantean Dragoons and a broken TCG player. Atlantean Dragoons came out Structure Deck Realm of the Sea Emperor, and it's about, look at that, $4. $4 all over the place. Almost there $5 for the super rare Atlantean Dragoons. And this is a Structure Deck card. I don't agree with this, and I think Konami needs to reprint this card as soon as possible, because looking at a lot of the other Atlantean cards, they all kind of got reprints. Excuse me. Marksman, Heavy Infantry. I mean, they got common reprints, but still, they got reprints, right? I mean, actually, that's technically Structure Deck stuff, Astral Pack stuff, but Neptibus got a reprint. And Atlantean, I don't know, what was this? Oh, okay, the Hero Clicks. Who else is it? Was there other reprints? I feel like there were more reprints. Maybe I was thinking about the other water stuff. Nevertheless, there should be more reprinted versions of Atlanteans. The fact that this came on a structure deck from years ago, the fact that it came on Ashes Pack 2, there's not, and the only card really to get a reprint is Neptibus, and that card's looking to get a reprint, let's be honest with you, because that card's slowly going up in value, and it's highly on the radar right now, and if you don't have a place at Neptibus, I don't know what you're doing in Yu-Gi-Oh, but you should get this card, $2 market price with a, well, let's see, what's the first edition? $2 for Neptibus? Yeah, I would highly recommend you pick this card up. But look at the other Atlantean stuff, it needs a reprint, like badly. I know there's a thing going online with the vote what for what and all that stuff, and you guys can do that stuff if you want, but I think Konami already knows what they're going to do. Konami kind of prepares things 6 months ahead, and to make people vote, trying to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Players feel included. I don't know if that's for real or not for real, but I would personally vote for, I think it was one of them was Madolches, which desperately needs a reprint. Atlantean / Mermels, they need a reprint, especially when Marine says, yeah, like today reprint, not like reprint like a couple of months from now. You reprint these bad boys today. And as far as anything else, I would say Scraps. If Scraps is on the list, I actually don't know. Maybe I'll talk about that on my next Market Watch. What I would vote for value and for playability. Maybe we'll talk about the next Market Watch. I know that there's a whole thing going on right now. I played somebody about this yesterday, but yeah, no. Mermos kind of need a reprint. Mermos stuff need a reprint. If you want to make Marine Test a meta deck, I'm not sure if they're gonna be a meta deck, but if they're gonna be a meta deck, we need to get on top of this. Let's look at Swap Frog. It's still insanely high in value. Yes, it is. Can we get a reprint of Swap Frog, Konami? Like, super rare, a reprint of Swap Frog. Common, we're okay with that. The last common came on Stars Overdrive. We kind of want this. Ulti Swap Frogs already breaking barriers, hitting almost their $80. Like, this is just an insane amount of money for a card in which last came out in Stars Overdrive and or OTS Tournament Pack 3. It's just insane, to be honest with you. I think Konami definitely needs to make it like a cigarette swap. You owe a cigarette swap frog at this point, Konami. Let me know what you guys think about this card in the comment section down below. Comment question of the day comes from Ra Luang Prasuth. He says, Dear V, what are your thoughts on misprint cards? Where would you go to buy or sell them? Misprint cards are a weird thing in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You see, I feel like misprint cards, I personally like them a lot. I like old misprint cards. I think they look really cool. I like misprint cards that really have some meta play as well. So, but, you know, you got a meta play misprint card. They're great for locals. But misprint cards are useless. And let me explain why. You can't use them at high scale Yu-Gi-Oh events. Any Yu-Gi-Oh regionals judge will tell you you cannot use misprint cards. Any Yu-Gi-Oh judge at the nationals running it will give you game losses as well as regionals for misprint cards, miscut cards, or misprint cards. They're just not legal. Maybe there's a certain amount of those cards that are kind of okay, but a majority of misprint cards, you know, they're not legal. You can't use them. So misprint cards are something that mostly collectors get to put in a binder, to look at, and not to play. Now, I do think misprint cards are nice, but for the most part, there's no real big market for misprint cards. You got collectors and eBay, which but mostly sell to collectors. Misprint cards are just really hard to unload. I do not recommend collecting them. I do not recommend holding them. They're just not a good investment. And as far as where to buy or sell them, probably eBay, because nobody else in their right mind would really buy misprint cards. All the competitive players don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. They might have traded them for tradesies, for trade bait to collectors if they have any value, but they don't really want them as badly as they want like a foreign version of a card that's used in the competitive market. Casual players, well, very few of them want misprint cards because they already have the not misprint version. Like, you got a misprint Dark Magician Girl, cool, but that player, that collector, would similarly want a regular Dark Magician Girl. So, you know what I'm saying? So, misprint cards are very, very, very minute. They're very hard to get rid of. They're not really considered good trade bait unless they're, once again, competitive cards that are used as fun trade bait, which basically comes as like another secondary currency, but they can't play it, so it's kind of a weird version of that currency. They're just not good enough. And I know I'm going to get comments going, oh, V, I love my misprint this, I love my misprint that. That's fine. I'm pretty sure if you play this game long enough, you're going to come across a misprint card in your collection. I have a ton of them. It doesn't do anything, though. You can't really get good value at them. And I had a conversation about, I think a couple of weeks ago, with some players in my shop about this very topic. And they said how misprint cards are great in Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, sure. If you want to play them only at locals, you can't play them at regionals. You can't play them at nationals or YCS. You lose games because you want to be fancy with a misprint card. Now, I know it's kind of weird to see a misprint card and say, well, that's kind of silly if you about misprint cards, but then you got foreign cards that are basically the same thing. Sure, the difference are Foreign cards, if they're misprinted, you get booted too. Little fun fact about foreign cards: if you have a foreign card and it's at an angle, you might want to flatten that. I literally have a PS2, and I put my whatever cards, if they're foreign, on the PS2, and then I have my Xbox One and PS3 putting in work, flattening those cards out. I've never used those three systems that much more in my life. But what I'm trying to say is, misprint cards are more or less collector's cards. That's it. And not even that, really. So if you have misprint cards, you're going to want to get rid of them. They're not really worth anything. The only one that has any kind of intrinsic worth is the Rainbow Neo / Crystal Beast dot card, Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon dot card. That kind of has worth. But then again, that's a ghost rare misprint, so it should have worth. We're not talking like some common random card, or let's grab a random card here. Like if you have Ulti Fire Fist, but it's missing the text, yeah, it's crap. Sorry. So it's you can't play at a Yu-Gi-Oh event. It's cool to look at, fun for locals, spicy for locals. You get 3 of them. I don't know how you on the God's green enough you got 3 of them, but goddamn, it looks good. But you can't use that at regionals. But if you got that Rainbow Dragon, where is it? Where's the misprint? What's the same misprint? I'll just type in Rainbow Dragon. That card, that is a card collectors want because it's a secret. Well, it's on here somewhere. It's Rainbow Dragon. Rainbow Neos, I think, or some. It's one of those kind of weird cards where it's like Rainbow Dragon and there's a fusion version. Like it says Rainbow Neos, but instead of Neo, it's just Rainbow Dragon. I don't know. Anyway. This is the kind of card you're gonna want to really get in hold because it's a ghost rare. Because collectors kind of want that because it has 2 of the TV show cards in one card, misprinted. That's kind of cool. But majority of collectors just don't care about misprints. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys asking me questions. Like I said, if you have any questions, type in #KVV and comment down below and answer my next Market Watch. I really appreciate you guys typing all your comments. So I read your comments constantly throughout the day. I just like to see what you guys want to say. I like that kind of conversation we can have with comment sections. It's kind of weird, but kind of fun. I always like doing that since I started doing YouTube. If you guys want to join the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group, once again, type it in. Go to Facebook, Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, join in the group, and get involved in the conversation about the market. Cards are changing on the market constantly, and these guys are sharp in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook group. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. You guys have a great day.